Apple Pro here. So you want the glowing Apple logo, but you don't want all the risks that come with it. Having to take your phone apart, putting it at risk of actually damaging it just for this small aesthetic mod. Sure, it looks cool, but is it worth all the risks? So in this video, I have a really cool new product that actually can do this without having to take your phone apart. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. You don't have to go anywhere to do it. It's actually super neat. It's extremely hard to get, but what I have here is a case that accomplishes basically the same thing. It'll do this to your iPhone, any iPhone, the iPhone 10, the 8 series, 7 series, 6 series, and without any risks. So let's go ahead and take a look at that in this video. How cool is it? How bright is it? Basically, how close can you get to the real deal? Well, my real deal anyways, without having to break the bank. So anyways, let's take a look at that. And I'm very excited. This thing took a while to get here, and I want to see just how bright it is. And here it is, the Lecky case. So you can get these in a variety of styles. Of course, this does come from an Asian country. They always have the coolest products, toys. You might say, if you remember the home button mod for the iPhone, well, not the mod, the accessory, this comes from a very similar area. So here are these. I got one in a snakeskin look and one in this really cool artistic pattern. So let's go ahead and open these up and plug them in, see how they look. All right, so this is what I got going right now, the iPhone 8 Plus with an OEM LED look. Also a green and a red on the iPhone 10 series. So those aren't as bright, but the OLED just doesn't draw as much current. So you're not really able to power something this bright. But this is my point of reference right here. Super cool looking, gets a lot of attention out in public if you do like that sort of thing. So let's see, because honestly, I think this is what this is about, just making your phone look cool, stand out. And yeah, let's see how bright it is. All right, here is the case. So slide that out, and it's a very simple construction actually. Feels just like any other case would. Pretty firm. You do feel that it has some sort of internals in here, and it does, of course. That looks good, very clean, very sharp. And I don't know about this text down here, but other than that, it does have this little plug right here. So this plug is something very similar to what you would get if you were using a wireless charging pad on an older iPhone. That's what that reminds me of anyways. And I have an iPhone 8 right here, untouched in any way. So let's pop this case on, and you just go ahead and plug this in. And okay, check that out. So it is lit up, but not as bright. Let me turn the lights out. It's a bit bright here. All right, and there is that. So it's a very subtle type of glow. It's not in your face like this would be, as you can see. I mean, it's really, really bright, especially when you turn all the lights out, but it certainly is there, and it's very subtle. I like that. And I bet this has an effect on the battery life, but probably very minimal. I think that the iPhone is only allowed to output 0.3 amps, so it is drawing from the iPhone. It's going to affect the battery life, but the cool thing is you can actually unplug it here and continue using your iPhone without this case. So here it is before, and here it is after turning it on. Really cool. So I'm going to turn all the lights out now just so we can get a point of reference. Okay, and here is that. As you can see, very sharp. In the nighttime, that's when it glows. Your iPhone has this really cool glow around it. I'm actually going to peel this back just to see what it looks like this. Oh, so it doesn't really bleed through. It goes around the edges a little. That looks sleek. I like that. Now, will it work if I turn the iPhone off? Yep, continues working. So it looks like the only way you can actually actively get it to turn off is if you actually unplug it here from the bottom. Or, oh, whoa. It just turned off on its own. So let's see that again. All right, so I turned the phone off. Let's see if it times out here. It might just be a thing with the iPhone where it doesn't let current come out if the phone is off. Oh, and yeah, looks like if you actually turn your phone off, the light will come off with it after a little while. That is really cool. I like that. And turn it back on, it turns on immediately. So wow, that works much better than expected. The comparison though, yeah, this one is much, much brighter. But the subtlety of this could be a very good thing for some of you as well. And green and red, as you can see in comparison, looks really, really nice. So let's go ahead and check out the other version for the Plus series phones, see if that's any brighter at all. All right, and this one here for the iPhone 7 Plus, 8 Plus series. Okay, and this one is a black alligator skin texture. Kind of cool. Also reminds me of a tire, but you know, it's a nice case. I feel like it would protect your phone as well, so you kind of get both benefits here. And another iPhone 8 series, 8 Plus. Okay, let's plug this in, check it out, and just about the same glow, although seems a little bit brighter than this version over here to me. Oh wow, this one is actually much brighter. Look at that. It has an actual glow around it where this one is not so bright. Not sure why that is, but looks like the 8 series is a comfortable blend between the totally bright built-in one and the regular one on the iPhone 8. So, wow, I really like that. I would actually consider using this if I was using an iPhone 8 series. So, I like the fact that it'll time out. It won't drain your battery unless you actively want it to. It offers protection. It's super slim. I mean, no thicker than any other case that I've seen, and does the job very well. So if you want a solution to get a glowing Apple logo that's very subtle but still there without having to get into your phone internals, change things around, this is definitely a very good solution for that. And I'll leave a link to where you can buy one down below. I don't know if it'll sell out. There's literally only one place I can get this from. I don't know why it's so hard to get, but there's that, guys. Just wanted to show you something really, really cool. And there is an iPhone 10 version out there. I just wasn't able to order it for some reason. It's really hard to get to, so I would recommend this. Now, you may be wondering, is there a risk that it could damage your phone? Because there was that little fan thing before, and people's phones were getting damaged from it because it was drawing currents. I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I mean, you'll have to take the risk, but seems to be working just fine here. Nothing really dangerous to report. Looks really cool. And yeah, it might affect your battery life, but it's a little tiny LED in here. How much damage could it really do, especially on an 8 Plus series? For the price, I really wouldn't worry about it. I think it was like 15 to 20 bucks. Not bad at all. All right, guys.